Hey guys, Marlo back again with another unboxing and review, and hopefully you've seen my previous video on the Godzilla vs. Biollante figure. Just got all of these figures recently at my local comic shop. Just finished the review on this guy, so again, be sure to check that out. I'll put link in the descriptions, but we'll go on and do a review on this version of Godzilla here. Godzilla versus Mothra versus Mecha-Godzilla Tokyo S.O.S, or as we call it in the US, Godzilla Tokyo S.O.S, as you see there. Nice image, poster image there of the movie. Very cool that Neca has been doing that recently with their packaging. Nice images there at the side of the box. As we go on to the back, you can see some of the product images there of the figure inside. And a little read up there if you care to. Just pause the video to read that. We'll just keep moving along. Again, another nice image at the side, the top, and at the bottom if you want to. There is the UPC. There you go. And like all their other recent releases, they have a flap door on the box that reveals another great image there on the inner flap, and the figure inside with the window display. You can see there's the instructions, the figure, and yeah, you can barely make out the tail there in the background, which we need to pop on. Don't think he has any atomic breath as far as I can tell. So yeah, without further ado, let's go ahead and open up the figure, get him out of package, and take a closer look at it. Here is the figure out of the box and tray, and like the other Godzillas, we have the same instruction sheet, basically telling you how to heat up the tail in either some hot water. I prefer a blow dryer to soften up the tip. You want to soften up this end so that you can easily plug it into the ball base that you can see there at the end of the tail. So I'll do that in just a second. No other accessories, no atomic breath, unfortunately, but in my opinion, even though I'm not a huge fan of this suit design, I think they really did an amazing job capturing the likeness of this suit. So in hand, it looks really great. Liking how it looks. The paint job and everything looks fantastic. And you can see with the tail there is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 segments in this tail, so there's 6 sections on this tail piece alone, and the last portion of the tail is actually a bendy wire, so that's kind of cool. The tail end of the Biollante Godzilla didn't seem to have a bendy wire. I couldn't seem to pose that, so unfortunately, yeah, that one didn't have a bendy wire like this. Maybe because it was a little bit too thick, but this one poses quite nicely, as you can see there. And with the tail section there on the figure, looks like there's another 2. Let's see, there's 1 here, 2. I think there's 3 sections to this tail. So 1, 2, 3. So 3 more sections on top of the 6 there. So 9 sections to this tail. And once plugged in, you can see it's going to be quite long. So yeah, let me go ahead and do that and continue with the review. Got the tail attached. Wasn't too bad, especially if you heat it up, so I highly recommend you guys do that. Just save yourself some pain and a little bit of elbow grease there, and just heat that tail up. If I didn't mention it earlier, we have the backdrop that was included in the box. That's pretty cool. I might actually save that piece. I basically tend to trash my boxes, but with these Godzilla boxes I like the poster art, so I basically cut the front flap off and just save that portion for display. Just don't have room for the whole box, especially this one. You can see it's quite wide, so yeah, just don't have the room. Let's see, before we go on, let's go ahead and take a look at the height of this figure. He stands right at about 7 inches tall, as you can see there, depending on how you prop him up and everything. Can probably stand him up a little bit taller, but yeah, more or less 7 inches. And with the length of the tail, let me try to straighten it out as best I can. You can see the tail from there is right at about 11 inches, depending on where you start the ruler. You know, if you go down deeper, you can even say it's close to 12 inches long, so one of the longer tails, most definitely. And I like this thinner tip there on this Godzilla design. So again, really cool. Again, you get so many segments in this tail. It's quite awesome. And it's funny, this figure was actually cheaper than the Godzilla vs. Biollante figure. I paid $25 for this one at my local comic shop. The Bio-Goji was about $30, so $5 more for some reason. Let's see. Let's go ahead and look at the Sculpt and Design. I like the paint work on here. The paint effects and shading came out really nicely, in my opinion. You can see the texture there on the back fins. Again, originally not one of my more favorite of the suit designs, but in this figure, I think Neca did an amazing job, and he looks quite awesome. And he does stand out among the other suit designs in the Neca collection, being the first, I believe. Oh no, did they do a 2000 version? Oh, I don't remember anymore. But anyhow, don't know why they opted for this design with the scars that he got from Mecha-Godzilla. It's kind of crazy looking there, but they did get those details in there. And you can see that dry brushing effect throughout. Really awesome job. And let's see, how does he look straight on? That's always something that the fans gripe about, if I can get the lighting right. Does he look okay straight on? Not too derpy? I think he looks kind of okay. And my lighting's not the best, but I think I did okay with my figure here. And the mouth does open. So you can see the details in the mouth. Nicely painted. And I like how the fangs overhang. So they did an excellent job of retaining that little bit of detail with the mouth. Yeah, see there with the fangs. So really great job, Neca. Outstanding. So let me move everything else aside and take a closer look at the points of articulation. Alrighty, set the camera down. So with the head, you get some rotation there at the neck. The mouth, like I showed you, opens and closes. This is quite unique and kind of funny. It has a huge neck portion, but Neca did a great job. They made it a softer plastic rubber type material, so it does flex, so you can still twist the figure. Looks a little bit funny when you get to that side, how it bulges out, but yeah, you can actually force it to go all the way around like so. So you can do that, make a weird looking Godzilla with spines coming out of his chest if you preferred. Crazy looking design there. But yeah, you can definitely twist that neck around all the way. Again, these are like a softer material. Arms can go out, rotate of course, same with the elbow joint, wrist. There is a hinge there at the fingers, which is cool. The waist swivels. The legs can go out a little bit and of course rotate. Same with the knees, can go back and forth, rotate, and ball joints at the feet. And we already went over the details of the tail, so you can see all those articulation points with this figure. And again, I think this is a great looking sculpt for this version of Godzilla. So before we end the video, let's do a quick comparison. I just did a review on the Bio-Goji, so let's go ahead and bring him out. I thought he would have the longer tail, but it looks like the S.O.S. Godzilla just barely beat the Biollante Godzilla, as you can see there. Trying to line them up equally side by side, but yeah, just a little bit longer there with the tail. But height wise, let's see, move him aside. You can see, golly, the S.O.S. Godzilla actually looks a little bit taller too. Didn't expect that. We have the 84 being quite short, followed by Mosugoji. These are all NECA figures, if you're wondering. I have pretty much the whole collection, but I'm not going to bring them all out. Don't even know if I have them all here, since I send a bunch of my figures overseas to where my family is these days. And you can see the legendary design Godzilla there from the latest movie. Of course, this is the burning version, but he is the shortest looking, I guess, out of the bunch here, when technically he should be one of the bigger figures or bigger versions of Godzilla. So I think that's it, guys. I hope you enjoyed this unboxing and review. If you did, please give the video a thumbs up. Share the video, like the video, and if you haven't already, please do subscribe. As always, stay safe, keep on collecting, and I will see you all next time. Bye-bye.